It's time to grab your tool, and we're going to start with releasing all of that connective tissue in or around the jaw. You're going to need your self-massage tool for this activity. And what's key to note here is that this tool is not about causing damage to tissues. It's not about crushing tissues. This is about helping you provide a stimulus to the connective tissue between your skin and the musculature around your jaw. So in order to do that, I want you to visualize that tool coming at a 45-degree angle to the skin so that you're really gliding on that layer above the muscle tissue. It's not about digging through the skin and digging into the muscles. We're keeping it at that 45-degree angle. Next question is how much pressure, and it's so much lighter than you would expect. Here I'm just showing you, I'm rubbing the weighing scale with that tool at the 45-degree angle, and you can see it just fluctuates between 50 and 90 grams of pressure. If you're not sure what that is, try it on a scale. So let's start our tool massage. First of all, apply a lotion to your face. I'm just using a little bit of my normal nightly cream here, but you can use cleanser, coconut oil, whatever you like to use on your skin. So we don't want to create friction, so it's important we add a barrier. Now take your tool, and I'm going to start by using that inwardly curved space as it fits nicely between that muscle between the jaws. And I'm just working through that tissue, and you'll feel some areas it glides nicely, others it's a little bit crunchier. So I found some crunchy bits in that masseter muscle between the jaws. So now I've swapped to using the other side, as that's allowing me to really get in between the jaw. And notice I'm following where I feel the tension, coming right down and into my neck here, behind the ear as well as between the jaw. So I want you to really work all of the tissues around the face, coming up here into temporalis, even working through the hair, and back round to the jaws, the cheekbones, and working through all of that connective tissue. Now, once we've loosened it off a little, we add some movement. So here I'm just using some nice gentle strokes where I felt tension, but I'm starting to open and close the jaw. Opening, closing, and as I work into the neck, adding a little bit of rotation, side bend. It doesn't matter what movement you do, but adding some movement is helping to teach these tissues to be soft when you're moving, not just when you're relaxed. Here, moving through the tissues at the front of the neck as well, keeping that pressure light, 45 degrees, and coming back up and into the jaw itself, adding that movement, opening and closing the mouth. Coming right up into the temples and into the forehead, and you'll feel that even as you open the mouth, you'll feel that help create stretch and movement in the tissues. Coming under the jaw as well, working that inside under jaw, and right down the front of the neck into that platysma, and working and loosening all of the structures that are having an influence on your jaw. Again, adding movement, tucking chin under, throwing chin back, whatever feels good. Open the jaw. How does it feel from side to side? Listen to your body. So here, mine still felt a little bit stuck in the cheek area, in the masseter, so I'm doing a little bit more specific work with the corner of the tool into that area. And what I'm looking for is where it feels a little crunchy, maybe a little less mobile than some of the other tissues. And now I'm going to move on to the other side. Same principles. So here I'm using that rounded side of the tool, doesn't matter which, whatever feels good to you in the shape of your face and jaw. And again, I'm trying to work through those tissues of the cheeks, down round the ear and into the neck. And note, where does the tissue want to glide and where is it harder? It may feel more sensitive in areas, so go slowly. And where we feel it needs more movement, let's add movement. So we start opening and closing the jaws. We work through masseter here. Nice open, close, breathing all the while. Changing directions. In what direction does it feel more sticky, more stuck? And working down into the neck. So here adding some side bending, some rotation, throwing the head back and forth, just adding movements really important when we're working with the tool. It helps maximize that result. So here I feel really sticky behind the ear and into the neck on this side. So adding some extra focus and then coming back into the jaw. And now it feels looser in that jaw after working behind the neck. Opening and closing the jaw. Again, speed, it can be slow, it can be fast. Just never use too much pressure. 45-degree angle. And now I'm working into temporalis. So I'm working over the hair here into the temples, opening and closing the jaw. Really getting softness around the whole face and the whole neck. Open, close, and feel that freedom.